So morning, just starting on your mats, wherever you're most comfortable. Have a nice deep breath. And maybe a nice long sigh afterwards. How are you feeling? Just checking in with yourself. As we just have a few minutes to just quieten from our morning. We might not have done too much this morning, or it might have been really busy. Sometimes we can have a quiet morning, but we're mentally busy. There's many things going around in our mind that we need to remember. So this is a kind of a nice time to just think, okay, put it aside for later. My time now, me time. So just softening into your body. If you're seated, relaxing the shoulders, just noticing your posture. If you're lying down, just allowing yourself to really sink into the mat for a few moments. And in either position, just taking a moment to ground yourself. Tune into your breath, bringing it to the belly. And just still rotating your awareness around your body. Anywhere else you can just soften. Being aware of anything that you need to be gentle of today as well. Whether it's a long-standing issue or something new that's just sort of crept up and you've noticed. So we'll come up in a moment for Zazen if you're already seated. Just have a little movement through your body, and if you're lying down, just hug your knees in. Take a moment to rock. If you want to just move the head, tilt the head from side to side, or take a roll. All these gentle movements just coming into your body. Nice deep breath. And we'll come into Zazen, so seated meditation. Again, if you've just rolled up, have a moment to get comfortable. I always like to sit on a meditation cushion, just it keeps the spine a little bit more lifted, hips over the knees. So let's rest our hands. We're going to just come into a nice breathing and So hum. We'll chant in our mind the So hum mantra. So as we breathe in, So, and as we exhale, it sounds like hum. And we say the hum in our mind. It's a lovely old Vedic mantra. I am that. And so you repeat it, and it's I am that I am that I am. And it's a really lovely mantra for just loving and accepting yourself. So just resting the hands. And we'll take our normal time of about 5 minutes to sit and breathe. So softening, and as you breathe in, So, and the exhale, hum. Try and stay with the mantra, try and link it to the sound of the breath. Relaxing your face and around your eyes. Being aware of the thoughts that do drift through your mind, But just staying with the mantra. Notice if your breath gets nice and long. Keep coming back to the mantra when your mind wanders. Notice your thoughts and your breath. Just taking one more breath. Coming back from your practice. How did that feel? Did it take a long time to drop into that quietness, or did you fall into it quite quickly? Or did it take that whole 5 minutes to still try and find stillness? Every time we do it, it's going to feel different. And it was probably the last minute or so that I really fell into kind of a place where I wasn't really thinking. It doesn't always happen, but it's just nice to kind of consider how each practice goes. Okay, lovelies, we're going to come into cocoon first. So just turning sideways on your mat, and then both legs extended to start with. We'll tuck in the left foot into the top of the right thigh. Just still extending that right leg out, and then just gently softening. If you need anything under your knee, use the support. And also, if your left leg needs support under the thigh. And then otherwise, we'll just soften. Try to relax your right leg, it might roll out to the side. If you want to, just come back into that so hum in your mind throughout your poses as well, if that takes you into a nice restful place. If you do return to the mantra, it's a nice way of kind of following the breath into the belly. And keep gently relaxing. Gradually, as your body allows, you'll soften forwards. How do you feel in your body in this pose? What are your predominant thoughts about how you feel about yourself? Are they positive or negative? Just observing your internal dialogue. Just keep noticing also if there's a little bit of room for movement further into the pose. Being aware of anything that can still be relaxed. So we'll just take one more breath, gently coming up. Noticing how you feel. And then just extending your legs. Take a moment back in Shavasana just to notice that one side. Taking a nice deep breath. Noticing where you're tender, especially if it is that lower spine, having been in that forward fold. Just gently rock the pelvis if you need to, wag your tail. Find a comfortable spot. And as you lie here, noticing how much tension you're still holding, It takes sometimes a little while to feel safe enough to relax. Notice if your abdomen feels tight, if it's involved in supporting that lower back. Just letting go around the back ribs. And following any chi. So, draw the knees in. Sometimes it takes a little while to relax when you've come out of a fold like that. And when everything has softened, that's when you do start to feel the little temperature changes and subtle flow of energy through your body. While you're still relaxing, it's difficult to sometimes feel that first. So let's roll up, coming into the other side. I'll invite you, as we did with the So Hum sort of meditation, to introduce it into your pose. See how long you can stay with it. It does allow your breath to deepen, especially when mentally you're saying so and then hum. Your breath kind of follows that slowness. So let's just soften into the left side. Having a mantra also stops the mind wandering sometimes. Relaxing your shoulders. Try and soften through your face as well. Checking out if there's any movement into the pose further. If you do, still relax everything. Being aware of your hips. Don't go do anything that hurts. Returning to the mantra if you wish. Just keep noticing if there's anywhere in your body that you can still relax. How do you feel? Does it feel good? Is it challenging mentally or physically today? Let's take one more breath. Really slowly coming up, observing the back and your hips. And then lying down. Oh. Okay, take a moment, find neutral spine. Notice where the intensity of sensation is in your body. And if it is in that lumbar back, take some nice deep breaths down there. Just observe what thought you're on at the moment, what's going through the mind right now. And just have another moment to follow any chi that you're feeling, maybe around the upper thighs, inner thighs. And then we'll bring our knees in. We're going to counterpose with seal. Massage your back if it does feel a little bit tight. And then let's roll up, coming onto belly. Using a pillow if you want to. I don't always need a pillow, but sometimes I find it a bit more comfortable to really fully relax. Otherwise, you can still be holding tension through the body. So come into this nice seal, sort of sphinx pose. Use a block for your head if you want to. Just takes the pressure out of holding the head up and through the neck. You can lift your head every now and then if you want to. You don't have to have it down. Try and soften through the shoulders. Relax the legs. You might notice that the heels roll into centre. And again, just that invitation to come back to So Hum. How does it feel in your body as you breathe slowly and deeply? Just enjoying the space you create in your breath with your breath. Just relaxing everything, even your wrists and hands. Have a moment to just keep noticing if there's anywhere else you can release in the lower back and your buttocks. Notice if you're enjoying this pose or whether it's become slightly easier. Returning to So Hum if you want to. Let's just take one more breath here. Lifting the head. And nice and slowly, just take a moment to push back into child's if you want to. Or just coming straight onto your back just to feel the after effects of seal. Pose very centered around the lower back, but a lovely counter pose for forward folding. So rolling down and just notice if there's like a refreshing sort of shift in space and sensation here. Everybody is different, everybody's body is different, but I do find it remarkable. If you're anything like me, a forward fold will often leave a little bit of an ache in the lower back, but a pose where we extend through the front like seal has a really lovely nourishing relief on that lower lumbar area of our body. And maybe you can feel a little bit of coldness around the ribs, the sort of chest area, upper abdomen. So when you're ready, bring the knees in. Deep breath. And we're going to come into heart bench now. So with seal, that's the lovely pose for targeting the lower back. And then heart bench is just really nice for that upper thoracic part of our spine. So 2 blocks, one we're going to lie back on, aligning along our spine behind the heart, and then the other one just for the head. Take a few moments, as always, just to have a little fidget with exactly where it's best placed. And some days you'll come into this really easily, and other days it will just feel the most awkward thing ever until you kind of take the time and then settle on it. The connection where you're seated against the mat, just let the lumbar spine be nice and loose. This is more about that sort of opening in the chest here. So how do you feel in this pose? Sometimes you'll come into it and think, oh, this is very strange and awkward. But give it time. Come back to your So Hum if you wish. Let the eyelids close, just lengthen through the neck. Just allowing yourself to become heavy here. Allow whatever feeling that you're feeling at the moment just to be witnessed. So often we numb our feelings in life, distract ourselves for them only to come back later. If you're with your So Hum, just notice the lovely slow depth of your breath. What feelings, emotions are you feeling? Can you even put a word to them? So just a few more breaths. And when you're ready, using your arms, support your body, lift your head first, then your body. And then moving those blocks. Coming down. How do you feel? So just enjoy breathing here and observing everything that's going on in this moment. Whether your mind has wandered off and you're just pulling it back, or whether you're with your physical body, just noticing everything that's going on, the breath. And then we'll bring knees in. We've come forwards and backwards. We're going to come into banana now, so a nice side stretch into our body, stimulating the feminine and the masculine sides of ourselves. Just have a few moments to rock and ease anything in the back. Bring the head up if you want to. Added stretch. Okay, so extending the legs down. We'll move everything to the right hand side first so that we're stretching left. So feet to the lower right corner, right foot over left. Just keeps it sort of in place, and then just gently shuffling the body up. Just maybe release the buttocks so that you feel more comfortable. And we often do this pose. Sometimes you'll go into it quite deeply. Other times you just might want to be very, very subtle and just feel a very soft curve in your body. So choose where you want to be. Arms can be overhead, into cactus, or by the side of your body, choosing energetically where you feel you want to be today. And again, you can come back to So Hum if you want to. Just adjust yourself if you need to be softer in this pose. Relax your lower back and the sides of your waist. Even if you feel relaxed, there's probably just a minute bit of tension that you can find. And just enjoying following your breath. Notice if it's become really quite deep and long. Just witnessing your thoughts. Being the most present you can be. So we'll just take one more breath as we uncross our legs. Just shuffle yourself back into center alignment just for a few breaths, noticing, feeling the after effects. Where do you feel the chi movement? Left side of the body, sometimes both inner thighs, inside of the knees. And if you want to, just hug your knees in for a moment before we come into the other side. It just sort of loosens the body so that we can just come into the other side with a fresh feeling. And then, okay, lowering the legs down, left side. And then left foot over the right, and then gently, to whatever degree, just lifting your body into this curve towards the left. Being aware if your right hip is playing up, then maybe just shift the feet to the side, keep the body straight. Or just being ever so gentle, finding that place where it just suits you. Arms wherever you want them to be. Just following your breath. Just enjoying being in this space where you are you. You're not a parent. You're not, a relationship to someone else. You're just you. And how does being you feel? Following your breath, mentally but physically. And then when you're ready, just gently start to come back into neutral spine. Have a few moments. We've just got a little bit more time before relaxation, where I'd like to come into waterfall. Haven't done that one for a little while. So just have a few breaths here. Again, notice what's going on, where you feel any sensation. And then we'll draw the knees in. If you've got a cushion handy, you can grab that, pop it under the buttocks. So just for a few minutes. I know this is a favourite for most of us. Just wedge yourself with this little cushion, and we'll just have a couple of minutes with the legs raised. Very relaxing and supportive of a the heart. And again, if you want to, come back to the Soham mantra. Just gazing into your third eye area. And just noticing with your thoughts where you are, if you're in the present, the past, or the future. When we're thinking about the past and the future, we're not in the now and we miss the moment that we're in. So yin is such a beautiful practice to really savour being in the moment that you have. We don't get these moments back when we're dwelling on other timelines. So we'll just gently bend the knees, drop the feet. Pull out your cushion. Just a moment in Shavasana. And thinking about whether you want to stay lying here or come up to seated. What does your body want? So, when you're ready, choosing how you want to relax. Just making sure you're nice and warm. So there's no reason why you can't. If you found that mantra Soham kept you a lot more in the moment today, a lot more aware of everything that was going on in your poses, your breath, your mind, there's no reason why you can't actually do that throughout your day when you're, peeling the potatoes or doing something really mundane. If it's something that you enjoy bringing you into the present. So on that note, we're going to just have some quiet time. So thinking about the times in life when you've been not present, when you've had a nose in a book on a journey, when you could have looked out the window and seen where you're going and taken it all in. We've been daydreaming about the past or the future and not listened to somebody's conversation that you're having in that moment. So many times in life that we are in a different space in time from the one that we're actually in. So just having some time now just to see if you can just be present. And when you know that your mind wanders off, just aware of that and then coming back to the present. So just gently have a moment to think what thought that you were on in this very moment. And just taking a few moments to be with your breath. Ever so gently, just begin to physically move fingers and toes. Maybe roll the head, shoulders. Notice the parts of your body that might have felt tight earlier, feel a bit better. Does your body feel more spacious? Does your soul feel more open and spacious? Emotions shifted. Lovely to have that connection to yourself. So if you're lying down, just gently start to stretch or hug the knees in. There's no rush, just enjoy gentle movement. Coming back to the breath every now and then, a nice sigh. And then in your own time you can roll up. It's always nice to think about your practice and what little thought or inspiration came in that you can take into the rest of your day. How yoga spreads throughout your day, your life, through other people. Just those little baby bits of wisdom or self-knowledge that come through. They're really lovely to just recognise sometimes. So, when you're ready, let's just draw our hands to heart centre. Om Shanti. Namaste.